Hey everybody, Dirili here. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Reine Des Fleurs. We are back on Louis's path now. So, if you haven't already, you want to go back and read Leon's route first, because there are certain things that the routes share that I'm not going to be rereading for Louis's route. Because it's really difficult to figure out when I don't speak Japanese myself. Yeah, extra time and extra money. That's a little too difficult to get around. So anyway, let's get back with Louis here. You can just sit back, relax, and let me read you a story. I wonder if I'm depending too much on Louis's words. If I choose one of the other countries, I may be tormented by guilt like he said. But, can I really make a decision based on such a reason? We will draw from Campanule. My voice was shaking shamefully. If that's the Reine's order, I'll be happy to comply. Despite my feelings, the appointed person is smiling as if it's nothing. Louis. Princess, don't give me that look. It makes me feel like I'm at fault. As I told you yesterday, you shouldn't feel bad about this. He did volunteer. If I have to suffer a little pain in order to get Princess's attention, it's no big deal. But what if it's more than just a little pain? I'm sorry. I can only offer a short apology to the man who says these things so effortlessly. Well, Hubert, let us begin before Princess changes her mind. I prefer to get this over quickly. I'm getting bored. Well, out of respect for your honesty, I'll pretend that I didn't hear your previous words. Please approach the water mirror with Princess. Giselon, you as well, since you were the recipient. Certainly. And this is the amount of grace each country holds. How easy to see. That really tells me just how awful the condition of my country is. And that's what the ceremony is for, to improve that condition. First, the two knights. Please touch the water with your hand that bears the ring. Sure. Then, Princess, present your right hand as well. I understand. I dip my ring-bearing hand into the water with the other two hands. Think of the water as if it is grace. The transferring of grace can be done by imagining its flow. Are you two ready? Anytime. I never imagined I'd owe anything to you. I won't say thank you, Southern Knight. I didn't expect you to, so don't trouble yourself. Yeah, that's about the kind of interaction I'd expect between these two. It seems these two are mentally prepared now. I must not hesitate. Then, let's begin. Did it work? It was only a few seconds in real time, but there is a clear change in the flowers that are reflected in the water mirror. The chrysanthemum's wilt was reversed, and it flourished once again. Then the bellflower wilted instead. This indicates the grace has successfully been transferred from Campanule to Chrysantheme. A short shriek, enduring pain. When I turn around, there's Louis, his face distorted with pain. Hey, what's wrong? Louis! Seeing his suffering, I instinctively try to run to him, but... Do not panic, Princess. Just watch from there. Why? Louis is... He is just experiencing the effects of having grace drawn from Campanule. This is the reality that you brought about. We don't even have the right to worry about him. We are the ones who caused this. This is more painful than I expected. Louis, Well, don't bother, Princess. The pain is nothing to me. Ugh. Louis! It seems he's passed out from the pain. I will carry you to the mansion. I owe him that. Giselon, we'll help too. It would be hard for you alone. We'll support him from the back. You take care of the rest. All right. Giselon lifted Louis, who had fallen to the ground. Then Leon and Orpheus moved in to help, while I could do nothing but watch them. And time to select here. Of course, we're going to start Louis' story. Chapter 2, Louis 1, A Kind of Thorn. I'm sorry that I couldn't see you for some time now. How are you doing? Could I talk to you alone? The Rain, Violet. I received acceptance from Louis, but I wonder how Louis felt about the invitation. Will he make jokes and speak sweet words as usual? Still, Louis' unique set of values makes me want to see him. And, after that first task, I wonder what he thinks of his duty as a knight now. I feel like Louis would have some different insights into the matter than the other knights. But Louis suffered great pain from that exploitation. His body may not be fully recovered yet. I have to keep that in mind. Otherwise, I could forget what he's been through if he hides it.
Princess, are you going to go see Louis?
Yes. Can you please stay here and wait today?
I understand, but before you go see Louis, you might want to hear from Uranami. He might know how Louis is doing these days. He ought to, he's his butterfly. Oh, and you may want to talk to Leon if you wish to face him as a Reine. If you want to talk to him as a person, you might want to ask Hubert about him. But we're not sure which information is better for Princess. So it's up to you, Princess.
Okay, I understand. Thank you two. With that information in mind, let me go out. Who should I talk to first? Whose story do you want to hear? And as usual, yes, this is what I want. About Louis' condition, Uranami. It seems that was too much for even Louis. He slept for a whole 2 days, then finally woke up. I feel sorry that I did such a terrible thing. I should apologize and thank him later. Maybe you don't need to do that. Perhaps you may be the one getting thanked by him. What do you mean? Well, I don't even know why. But Louis' been in such a good mood these days that it makes me feel sick. Good mood? In a situation like this? Yes, he seems to feel even better than when he first arrived in Parnadom. As if he was enjoying this whole situation alone. It's not surprising that I can't tell what Louis is thinking. But I should ask him about it this time. About Louis' condition, Hubert. So far, what I've seen from Uranami's report, Louis has recovered to the point he can even walk around by himself already. I see. I'm glad to hear that.
But we've already heard that from Uranami himself, so tell me something new.
To tell you the truth, I should have visited him earlier then. Princess, let me warn you about one thing. It is dangerous to deal with a person like him when you are mentally unstable. He would immediately take advantage of your instability and even take control of your mind. Please be cautious about this. He doesn't seem to be just a meager elegant prince after all. Oh, I see. What is he talking about so suddenly?
Hubert is one astute guy. Well, we already knew that from their clashes in the past already.
I heard many stories, but the most important things are. These two are important. I don't know how I should behave when I see him. I am a little worried. Then, on the promised day, I wonder if I came here a little too early. Oh? Hi, Princess. You arrived a little early. Louis. Perhaps my wish came true, since I wanted to see you as soon as possible. Or, Princess, perhaps you were feeling the same. It is true that I wanted to see you, but it doesn't mean anything more, I know. I'm glad that Princess is unfriendly as usual. That's my line. Louis is unnaturally normal. By the way, where is Uranami? I don't see him around. I told him to go outside for a while. I can't let him interrupt our precious time together. So, how have you been feeling? Well, before that, I'm sorry, You've done nothing to apologize for. I told you to choose me if you couldn't decide. Princess, you just considered my words, didn't you? Well, It was physically painful, and I still feel some after effects, but it'll get better as time goes by. It's really nothing to me. But I would prefer not to do it again for a while.
He needs a little time, then he can go at it again.
I knew he was the type of person to change subjects quickly, but I didn't expect it to be quite this fast. This is an inappropriate place to talk. Please come inside. Yes, excuse me. Anyway, I'm glad that you seem to be better now. I was actually going to send you flowers, but... Thank you for your thoughtfulness. That's enough for me. Since you are well, would you mind if I really send you flowers someday? I would gladly receive it as a token of your kindness. Oh, you seem to be ahead of me. Well, we've talked enough now. Let's get down to business. Yes, I'm ready.
And getting down to business means Revia. Winner condition: to get some idea of Louis' personality and gain insight into Hubert's intentions. Sounds easier said than done.
Then, let me ask you a question first. What made you send this invitation, Princess? What made me? It's such an honor, but I felt a little strange. Because of what happened, Princess's heart was deeply hurt. It would be natural for you to heal yourself first. Does it not make sense for me to come see you now, then? It could be anybody else but me for that role. You are aware of that, aren't you? That's why I wanted to talk to you. I thought you would have a different perspective on the situation, one that nobody else would.
Of course, he always does, being completely different from the other guys. But that's the end of the translation that we have for now. Good to be back on the path with Louis here. Really interested in seeing exactly what his secret is. I can't wait to get into it. Well, I hope some of you out there are interested in finding out too. So I hope to see you soon for another video, and I'd be so grateful for any likes, comments, subscriptions, or shares with your friends to show some support. Thank you so much for joining me, and I wish you all health, happiness, and safety. Dirili signing out. Bye bye everybody.